Hello, welcome to this video that will allow you to better understand how to structure the budget of your proposal. The first thing you should consider is that there are eligibility criteria for the expenses that you can include in your project. Ineligible expenses and eligible expenses. Find the detail of eligible and ineligible expenses in Annex 3, Budget, which is found in the second call submenu of the Component 1 tab on our website. Remember that in tab 5 of the Excel file there is an explanation of each of the items considered in each budget line. In the budget format, you must carefully fill out tab 1, where you will indicate the details of your proposal. In the Human Resources section, you must place all the personnel that will be assigned to execute your proposal. Remember that everyone on the local payroll must go in this area. You must indicate the role that the staff will perform, the acronym of the institution, and the amount of time they will have dedicated to the project. For example, the project coordinator of the CCN National Chamber of Commerce will only work part-time, 50%. Might place the unit of time in which the payments will be granted, that is, monthly, the number of units, months, the unit value, and the total value. Repeat the exercise considering the semester of the execution of your project. Then you must fill in the travel item. There you must consider the projection of expenses for trips outside your locality for the purposes of developing your project. And fill in the same fields considered for the human resources, unit, number of units, unit value, and total cost category. Repeat the exercise considering a semester of the execution of your project. Consider the expenses in equipment and supplies in item 3, such as renting vehicles, computer equipment, etc., as well as office expenses in item 4. In item 5, it details other costs such as payments to interpreters, publications, evaluation expenses, among others. Details those expenses that are not included in the budget lines, such as the hiring of external experts in the Other section. In the same Excel spreadsheet, you will find annotations for all the fields that you must complete. Review them carefully. That will help you fill out the budget format correctly. In Section 2, Justification of the Excel budget document, you must detail the reason for the expenses, associating the type of expense with the activity that requires it. To do this, the activities and expected results must be detailed on the right, as well as a calculation of the possible expenses for the development of each activity. Remember that you must work under the same items and budget lines considered in tab 1. For each budget line, place in the corresponding activity a brief description of the expense that is going to be made, as well as the justification that demonstrates its need. In tab 3, Expected Funding Sources, you must specify the expected co-financing. Remember that it is a maximum of €300,000 between 50 and 80% of the total cost of the project, and that you must list the sources of co-financing. On tab 4, Partner Split, you detail the total co-financing amounts you will provide to both the lead applicant and co-applicants. Remember that these nomenclatures cannot be modified. We hope we have helped you fill your budget.